It's just a fact at this point. I can't even deny it anymore. Followers do not matter. Not at all. They don't matter when you're trying to do business. They don't matter for the people that you're trying to reach or make friends with. You don't have to limit yourself based on just the wrong idea in the first place. I was feeling a bit dejected the other day, to be perfectly honest with you, because the outreach work can get pretty tiring after a while. It's just the same process repeated over and over and over again. And obviously not every outreach has 100% success rate, so it just tends to be a bit aimless doing the same thing repeatedly. Going to some person, researching the work that they do, checking out their work online, taking some piece of that I like, re-editing it into a sample, crafting a cold, nice, simple outreach message that would increase my chances of getting a response, putting the sample in and then send. And then wait. And then wait some more. You realize that they haven't even seen it, so you send a follow-up message. And then you wait. And then you realize that they haven't seen the follow-up message to the original message, so you send another one. And then you repeat that until you get a no, a hey, I'm not looking for an editor right now, or they just tell you to off. And then rinse and repeat the whole entire thing again. But the Sisyphean pain was put on pause for a while when I found my next target for my outreach messages. My biggest challenge yet, a Herculean channel with the size of 500,000 subscribers, was my next person to send a message to. They were looking for an editor. It was my time to shine. So, I got to it. The first step isn't actually hopping into work, young Padawan. No, we're not amateurs around these parts. The first step is actually going through the 500 videos-ish that they have online, researching those for 4.5 hours-ish, putting all of your learnings into a Notion document that you will have by your side as you re-edit their sample for them. The framing, the timing, what fonts they used, what kind of b-roll shots that they liked, how often, how many times in the intro especially, going through the same timeline about 12 times-ish, each time adding different parts, removing some parts, and just refining it over and over and over and over again, 12 times. And then whoops, before you know it, it's 8:30 p.m, you have not an ounce of energy left in you, you send it off to them, and then you try to relax for just an hour before you sleep. Waiting patiently for their response as you struggle to focus on the game that you're trying to wind down with, because you are mentally going through the conversation that you would have if they liked it and if they didn't. And they did. I said my price, and now this is the moment of truth. Now we really wait. And then wait some more because they haven't responded yet, even as I'm recording this video, and they haven't even seen the email. So let me tell you the point of this video while we do wait. I've talked about the general concept before, about how we feel like we need some certain threshold of followers or sub counts before we can reach out to someone, whether it's because by their choice that they won't even take a proper look at whatever you sent to them, or because whatever communication channel that you're using is gonna be flooded anyways by dozens of messages every single day, so why bother, pretty much. And as someone with the fanciful and amazing accolades of 63 subscribers and about 150-ish followers on Twitter, I can verifiably say to you that it's just not true. Patently false, completely and utterly so. And I can say that because I've had conversations with these giant behemoths of social media, with hundreds of thousands of people for an audience. Quoted numbers as payments for work that was utterly unfathomable and pretty much laughable for me just a year ago. And said it with a straight face, because now I genuinely believe that it is worth that much because of what it can bring. And knowing that I could stand and say that just honestly was a realization that was worth its weight in gold, even as I laid in my bed tired, stressed, and just completely zoned out of existence, trying to fall asleep that night. because I knew what I had just accomplished and how far it would take me in the future. I think this video is more about self-limiting beliefs than anything. I believe we can all reach way farther than we are thinking right now without improving or changing anything, just by the virtue of trying, because we can do more and offer more than we even believe in ourselves. But just don't realize that we actually can, in a way that can manifest in reality, so to speak. And this is something that I understood and believed, but conceptually. But when you're in the middle of it and experiencing it, it becomes a completely different ball game. When you're talking with them, doing work with them, you realize that they aren't some unreachable figures far away stepped on a giant pedestal that you have no way of reaching, that they're no better or no different than you in any real way, that they're just a little bit earlier. And the fact that if I just keep going, then I'll know I can get there too. Because by the fact that they did it, then there is no reason that you can't do it for yourself. And I'll tell you how that goes, since I don't really have all the answers yet when it comes to that. Maybe we'll see in a year where I am at with my own channel and growth and money and all of those stuff. Maybe you're a little bit more curious about that outreach method that I outlined in earlier on in the video. Well, I'll link this video right here for that, and you can just watch it for your own benefit. I do have a newsletter where I just talk a bit more about my business stuff that I'm gonna be restarting because it's been off for a little while. And with that, I hope to see you in the next video, because it's gonna be fun. Bye.